Popular clothing company Gap attempted to increase their sales with their 90s archive reissue collection. And they did this in an attempt to reference the peak popularity that they experienced in the 90s, where they were extremely well known for their preppy collared shirts, khakis, and most specifically, their logo wear. And in the height of their popularity, they branched off into other brands as well because of how well they were doing. So they did Gap Kids, Gap Baby, Old Navy, and also Banana Republic. So Old Navy and Banana Republic are obviously still very popular right now, with Old Navy being Gap's most popular brand, and that's their budget line, and Banana Republic is more upscale. But what Gap is trying to do is they're trying to bring back their own popularity and bring recognition by this campaign referencing the 90s. So part of that campaign is that they did a short film called Generation Gap, and they featured the children of pop stars that they had in past campaigns in the 90s. So this is seemingly very effective because they're kind of reaching that millennial audience. They're also referencing things from the past that were evoking positive feelings, and then they're kind of rebranding that for today. And nostalgia marketing is all about that. It's about remembering positive feelings associated with things and reminding consumers of that era or that time period. It's also a little bit of a mix of happy and sad feelings, to where it's prompting people to make a quick decision and to act on those feelings, because nostalgia is fleeting. It's positive, but it's also sad because it was in the past and it's slipping away. So it will either prompt someone to buy something for the sake of remembering something in their past, or it will just give them a more positive view of the brand by reminding them that that company has been around for a while and reminding them of that time period in their lives. So social media is a great way for nostalgia marketing to have a broader audience, because there's so many different channels that can be used, and it also can be cheaper to expand upon those campaigns. So obviously you have high ticket, expensive marketing strategies, but then you can take all of the material that you have, say from your past actual 90s commercials, and you can distribute that across all of your social media channels: Facebook, Instagram, other digital marketing, YouTube. And what that does is that is a way to reinforce that main campaign and to kind of create a general feeling around your brand that encompasses that nostalgic feeling. I've also seen some newer brands do this quite effectively. They might not have been around in the past, but they still want to use that nostalgic marketing strategy. So they'll pull old photos from celebrities, old movie stills, and they'll integrate those images from the past into their brand new current marketing. And that seems to be very successful as well, especially in reaching millennials. So I don't think that nostalgia marketing is always the best move necessarily. Abercrombie & Fitch is an example that I would give where that might not be the best for their brand. So Aeropostale and Abercrombie were both popular brands when I was younger, and they were popular for kind of their tighter, long sleeve, Henley type waffle knit shirts with large logos. So similar to Gap in the sense that the logo is what you want it to be wearing. Aeropostale did not do so well. They kind of tried to stick with that. That did not serve them well. And I think Abercrombie saw that and said, hey, we need to do a complete switch and do something modern and fresh. However, if Abercrombie had tried to use nostalgia marketing recently, I think that would have been detrimental to their company, because the feelings they would have been evoking aren't quite positive enough yet for people. So maybe 30, 40, 20 years down the road, that might be a good strategy for them. But I think timing is crucial, the feelings that you're evoking is crucial, and the brand itself is crucial. A brand I do think it would work well for, however, is Mott's apple juice. So similar to Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola has run holiday ads, Christmas themed campaigns that kind of harken to their 50s branding and things like that seem to be very popular. Mott's has a lot that they could play off of. They were created in 1938, I believe, so they've been making apple juice for a long time. People know of their brand, but their current marketing strategy is very kind of not childish, but very modern and kindergarten, young moms, young dads kind of feeling. And I watched some of their 2021 video ads, and I think they could do a lot with their past work. So if you look at their 40s and 50s print ads. There's some beautiful kind of watercolor prints that I think could be used in their current advertising that could kind of remind people of those positive memories associated from when they were a child and drinking apple juice, and make it even maybe a little bit more of a upscale or serious note to their marketing. So I think that they have a lot to work with, and that could be a really great way for them to kind of bring more awareness to their brand present day and to increase sales.